You ever open your notes app and feel like your to-do list is actively fighting back at you? No matter how much you cross off, the list somehow gets longer. Most people don't realize this, but when your productivity stalls like that, there's usually a hidden reason behind it. And once you see it, your entire workflow changes. That's what Kanban does. It reveals what's actually slowing you down, shows you where work gets stuck, and then one visual shift, a single moment where your workload doesn't disappear, but it suddenly feels manageable. I'll show you in a bit. We've all felt that heaviness when you look at everything you need to do. Overwhelm, paralysis, that quiet pressure telling you to just try harder. But the real issue isn't effort. It's that your brain can't process an unstructured list like that. Our brain needs three things to work well: visual clarity, limited focus, and feedback. That something is actually moving. A long to-do list gives you none of that. That's why so many modern systems, agile, lean, even cognitive psychology, all converge on the same idea: flow. What should move, not pile up. So let's break Kanban down to its simplest form. Kanban is just a visual method for managing work. Typically, in a basic Kanban, you'd have three columns. You can call the first column either to do or ready. It has all the tasks that are to be prioritized or worked on. The highest priority task is at the top and the lowest at the bottom. There are two other columns, which are the in progress column, which means that work has started on that task or card, and then the done column, where all your completed tasks get put into. Each task becomes a card, and as you work, cards move from left to right. This alone makes your work easier to understand. But there's another layer, the part that actually boosts productivity, and most people skip it. The moment you visualize your work correctly, something subtle happens. Your workload doesn't get smaller, it just feels lighter. Because you're no longer carrying everything in your head, your brain can finally see the shape of the work and not just feel the weight of it. Nothing changed about the amount of work. The only thing changed is where it lives. But here's the silent killer of productivity: the mistake almost everyone makes when they first try Kanban. They pull too many tasks into the in progress lane or column. And that single move destroys flow because multitasking isn't real, it's just expensive task switching. Kanban fixes this with WIP limits, work in progress limits. You can cap how many tasks you are allowed to touch at once, 2, maybe 3. And this is where the classic idea from a book I've read, The Goal, becomes really useful. In the book, the author Goldratt talks about Herbie, the slow hiker who sets the pace for everyone behind him. Every system has a Herbie or a bottleneck. If you overload that bottleneck, the entire system slows down. WIP limits, or work in progress limits, are just the modern way of protecting your Herbie, so you can actually finish. In this book, The Goal, the factory is late on everything. Even though everyone is busy, that's the trap. Goldratt shows that starting more work doesn't increase output, it slows it down. The fix isn't effort, it's limiting work in progress and letting flow do its job. He didn't call it Kanban, but the principle is the same. Stop starting and start finishing. Kanban works because it fixes the real cause of low productivity: invisible work, too much work in progress, too many decisions, and constant task switching. And it replaces all of that with clarity, focus, flow, and feedback. If you're feeling overwhelmed, try this for a few days. 3 columns, a WIP limit of maybe 2 tasks, and you'll feel the difference almost immediately. Drop a comment and show me your first Kanban board. I genuinely love seeing how people adapt to this. And if you want to go deeper into how Kanban connects to Agile, Lean, or even how your brain processes work, let me know. That could be a whole other video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.